Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss a case where it is alleged a man used cash and a bottle of wild turkey for a murder-for-hire plot. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jeff Indrizzi, Katie Joyce, and Joe Ferrara.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hey-oh, don't act like
everybody.
you're not... Yeah, you're not the victim of this thing if you wouldn't be looking at what the bottle was, because I would be like, well, was it George T. Stagg? I would be highly disappointed if it was a bottle of 101 that was used for payment for my death.
We'll get into it, but I'm like, it wasn't even a high-end one.
It was probably opened.
Yeah, I saw this article. I'm like, okay, how much bourbon are we talking here? Are we talking a whole barrel? No, a bottle of 101. Yeah. So we'll get to that, though, after the break. For right now, Joe said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, Joe?
I know every now and then you guys do a mailing in episode. Uh-huh. Does anybody have any wild mailing episodes of them at work where they got a day of mailing it in and it got out of hand?
Yes. I'll go first. So we were on the last day of work before a holiday, and it was I was a sales guy, so salespeople are salespeople. We go out to lunch and we start drinking, hard. My boss and I, we were with the director of sales, and you got like the vice president of sales, and you got like the president of the unit or whatever. So, but we were out with the director of sales, and we had a meeting later that day, but we were so out of hand that the director said, everybody else can go home. Steve and I have got this meeting. We're going to have to get it together, and we're going to have to go back to the office. The one guy, he started crying. So this is how drunk he was when you get to that thing where he gets emotional. He's like, well, I'm not important enough. You just send me home. Oh. He starts crying. God. Yeah. And he's that lit. And then he's like, no, this is, we got to go. So then we go back to the office, the boss and I, and my director of sales, and I'll be damned if the guy who was crying didn't show up at the office and goes back to check. And he had to be ushered out by the boss. Said, "Get out of here! It's not because you're not important to the team and all this. It's because you're lit and you're going to get us all in trouble." So I sent him home. But yeah, that was pretty well out of control. And I was definitely drunk in that meeting that afternoon.
Oh my gosh! Also, telling people to go home when they're drunk. I feel like it'd be like, don't sit in the supply closet. Like, we can't have you out on the streets either. Like, everyone go sit with in a quiet corner, utility room.
Under a desk.
Yeah. Something. Yeah.
Bringing in pillows. Everyone go take a nap below their desk.
Yeah, right. It is nap time. Get back up at 3. We're on. Get over it. But,
yeah. We used to drink. Usually have one because you're sales. You always have one, but that one just got out of hand. It was beer and shots and cheers and yeah. it happens. What are you going to do?
Those are the days I miss of private practice. When it was like a hard day or if court had been really rough, I'd get back to my office and I would just grab drinks out of the fridge and back and just start setting them at my employees' desks. So they knew if I was like, nope. I was like, we just need to chill out for a minute. Cause this was like, it's been a crazy day or whatever it is.
Right.
And we usually, one of the favorites of, my main assistant was she, like the Cayman Jack margaritas. So she knew if I put a margarita on her desk, she's like, okay, we're chilling out for a few hours, probably the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
I really miss those days. I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
I wouldn't think so.
That would be frowned upon now. Now that I don't have my own practice. But it was kind of nice. When you need it, you work hard, and then all of a sudden, you know what? We're cracking open a drink. We need to just vibe for a minute here.
Right. Jeff's in HR, so I would imagine him getting out of control isn't much. So, but we'll see.
I didn't hear the full question.
It's going to be a great night of podcasting. Yes.
She's gonna reset the Wi-Fi for me, but I could try to answer if I could hear the question.
Okay, so the question is, we do mail-it-in shows like the day before a holiday. Did you ever, while at work, have a day where you're kind of mailing it in and it got a little bit out of control?
Oh.
I don't know if he's frozen or thinking.
I think he froze up. He was contemplating and he froze up. We'll probably just have to wait, and he'll join us at some point during the evening once. I guess he's got the artist with him, which is nice. So sounds like she's going to reset the thing for him. So, McNew, how about you?
So this is actually a pretty time appropriate question because when I worked
not in my professional career. Oh heck, no.
And now he's gone. He just zapped, he vanished.
He's not even there.
I do love that when it cut out again, he was completely gone from sight.
It was like a magic trick. He just vanished.
Like Thanos has snapped his fingers. We were lucky.
Exactly.
Just made it.
I think that was an HR thing. That was a Red's prepared statement that never in his professional career has he gotten out of control.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, McNew. I apologize for that interruption.
Oh no, it's fine. So my old company, I used to go to Chicago to train our new hires, and all those memories are popping up on Facebook because it's like this week was like the start of the 6 weeks that I was there doing that 8 years ago. And they're showing up, and this is the week that they used to put me in club quarters, and I fucking love that hotel. I still love that hotel. I try to stay there when I go back just for funsies. But they have a happy hour, and it starts at 4:30 until 6 every day. So when I was training people, we had them shadow like the existing employees. So about 4:15 every day, I was like, hey, you guys can go shadow for 45 minutes. When you're done at 5, just clock out. The person you're sitting with can show you how to do that. My ass was hiking back to club quarters because I wanted to go to happy hour for free.
Oh, sure. That's the most McNew thing possible, I think.
Strategically timing your training so that you can make it to happy hour.
I love it. And nobody, my boss probably knew. He knew me too well, but nobody else knew. I was just like, yeah, 4:15 to 5. You guys are, you're going to shadow these guys. They'll clock out for you. And I did it for like 4 weeks. Every time they put me in club quarters, I was like, fucking happy hour at 4:30. I'll be there. Just hung out there for an hour and a half. Then I went to dinner. But it was a good time. I loved it. But like training's exhausting. If you're in front of people all day, it's like a performance. It's like you're acting all day. I deserve those happy hours, okay?
Yeah, she did. All right, Joe, you asked a question. How about you?
When I was 18, I worked for the catering company for Lufthansa Airlines. And on Christmas, they kept one person who I worked in the liquor room. And they kept me, one truck driver, and a cook in case an airplane needed to go out. We had to make all the stuff for the flight. We ended up having a party for 8 hours and getting paid triple time. I stocked the fridge with different wines, beer, every type of alcohol you can think of. The chef made lobster tails and filet mignon, and we literally just were there drinking
Getting paid
and
triple
getting drunk for 8 hours, and we got paid for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
They said once every maybe 15 years they've had a flight on Christmas, so we really weren't worried.
Yeah.
And we would just party to the point that I needed to take the bus home and leave my car there.
Yeah, I'd say if it would have been me though, Joe, that would have been the once every 15 years.
Yeah.
I would have been lit and had to jump into action. So yeah. All right, very, very cool. We'll have to just imagine what Jeff's was. Apparently non-work related, but he's still having issues. So he was there for a second again, but then he's gone. So I don't know. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Katie.
I somehow did not have any wild turkey products in my house. I don't know what's going on with my basement. I have over 400 bottles of whiskey, and I was like, I'll grab some wild turkey. I've got rare breed down there. I always have rare breed. No, I'm out. I don't have 101. I don't have anything. I don't know what happened. So I went with a killer whiskey. This is my H. Derringer that comes with this Derringer like cork top to it.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't fit back into the box, so I still have, but it also has this like crystal one as well. So I have the Derringer. I figured that was the next best thing then for discussing a killer topic.
Okay. Well, that is good. Okay. Decent on the cork pop. It could be enough. If it's a tie, we'll give it to you based on the cool bottle for sure. All right, McNew, you're next.
I picked this up at my Kroger the other day because I liked the shape of it, and I don't know anything about it. It's called Trade Water, and apparently it's produced at Barton, so we'll see how it is.
Trade Water. Okay. No. Katie has the lead. Katie's got the lead. Jeff's back. Let's see. Let's let him go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I have some Far North Spirits, Hallock, Minnesota. I've got the Rocknar. It's their Maryland-style rye whiskey.
Oh!
Nice.
Yeah, nice one.
Whoa, that was good. I'll go next. I've got Bourbon Deluxe, the 8-year Bourbon Deluxe. Let's see here. No, hardly anything. But I do have some good whiskey, though, so that's my consolation prize. I'm going to be drinking some good hooch here. All right, Joe, you're last but not least. What do you got, man?
I have a bottle of Silverback Distillery's Riggleman's Reserve.
Ooh, sweet. Okay, that was excellent. But we had a mega excellent happen with Jeff. So unfortunately, that was a good effort that was wasted. Jeff wins. Cheers to Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, everyone.
All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about this situation where a bottle of wild turkey was thrown in for a contract killing. Alleged. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
This is Katie Proof, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about a murder for hire plot that allegedly involved a bottle of wild turkey.
Yes, we are. This is right up your alley, right, McNew?
I kind of love this. It's a little bit true crime-ish. And
right.
I read the article, and it is absolute nonsense.
It is
This is the worst
unhinged.
murder for hire I've ever read.
Yeah. So, it not a whole lot offered there, right? I mean, that's
it was 1,000. So let me we don't have KK to read the article, but I will just wrap it up for us.
okay. Put it together for us.
Wanted someone murdered. He thought the man he was hiring was a farmer with a pig farm, and we do know that pigs eat everything, so you can just throw a body in there.
Yeah.
Okay, no evidence. He was
Gotta
going to
pull the teeth, though.
Yeah, got to pull the teeth. But he was going to pay this farmer $1,000 plus a bottle of wild turkey. Turns out the farmer was not a farmer. It was like an undercover agent, so he gets busted. But that is the shittiest money I have ever seen.
Yes.
Literally
$1,025.
$1,025.
You throw in the turkey, you got a 25 on
We're
it.
not even getting like some master's keep or something. No,
Right.
we are like, what? You're going to pay 1 month of rent, if that, and get for a weekend? That's not worth killing somebody. What are we doing? No.
But
make it better.
he figured the farmer wasn't going to have to buy any feed for a day or two, so that saved him more money.
That might have been a couple grand right there in the food. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the agent just accepts whatever. Seems like even if I was that agent, I would have to negotiate for more. Even though I'm just trying to get him to accept it. It seems just so low. It's ridiculous.
Well, the wild turkey was the more, probably.
Because the pig farmer was set up. So it was the original guy you talked to was already in prison, and that's who helped set him up with it. And then the pig farmer was like an undercover Fed agent. When you think they agreed to this for only $1,000 a bottle of wild turkey, wouldn't any reasonable person be like, wait, maybe they're not serious about this? This is far too
He was blinded by the love. It was his girlfriend's ex-husband or ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Like, they're gonna offer.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of them for real cheap. I mean,
What I didn't understand was the farmer going to kill him and then just use the pigs to dispose of it, and he was giving the guy $1,000 to help him get rid of the pigs?
No, it was they were going to kill the guy, take the dead body to the farmer, and the pigs were then going to eat the dead body, which is also not a solid choice in how to get rid of a dead body. They have there's articles on this anyway. If he would have Googled it, he would have seen that was a bad idea from the start, but that was the plan.
Talking about a guy who offered $1,000 in a bottle of wild turkey.
Fair. Did you? My favorite part of this is, did you see the plan for the car to rent to take the dead body out to the farmer?
It wasn't.
They were renting a car from
right.
nun.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. That is well thought out. It's
rent a car from a nun.
From a nun.
To get the car from the nun and pay the gas was going to be another $450. I'm like, so it's almost half the price of the car and the gas as it is for all of the body disposal.
Yeah.
The rates here. The nun is really getting a great deal.
And we're all laughing, but in another year, it will be on Netflix or Hulu.
Probably.
They'll make a movie out of it.
I love this documentary because the article didn't have a lot of detail. I would love to know this person's thought process, start to finish, about of all the dumb shit you can come up with. This was it. This is your best idea.
Katie, is the Hail Mary defense just like, clearly I was joking, $1,000 in a bottle of wild turkey? Give me a break. I wasn't serious about that. Is that what you try to do? I would assume, right? It's because, yeah.
I think so. And I don't know exactly what they charged him. It was a federal charge that they actually charged him under. So there has to be certain actions that are taken to show that they have now acted on it, typically.
Like giving him the money.
Having to defend this at trial, I think that's the way that I would go, is that no reasonable person would ever actually be serious about this. This is just, he has a really sick and twisted sense of humor.
Right.
And was just messing with these other people. No one would actually think that someone would do this for $1,000. And like, he's renting a car from a nun. Come on, this is a perfect joke, people. Like,
there's no body yet.
right.
So, I mean, conspiracy to commit murder is one thing, but conspiracy to do the next step, it just seems like I don't know.
Ended up, it said that what he pled guilty to was using an interstate commerce facility in a murder for hire scheme. So it didn't say exactly what the charge was, but I have a feeling he may have ended up pleading one of like the companion charges of it and not everything they could have charged him with.
Is he still married?
That's a great question. That I would love to see now. So I don't think they've done sentencing yet. And I think I clicked on the second article that was put out by the U.S. Attorney General. And it said he faces up to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000, which seems really low to me. Like,
Yeah.
only up to 10 years, which makes me think that they may have dropped one of the bigger charges and then had him plead for one of the technicalities of it. That was a stronger case. But the
$250 and a few bottles of wild turkey.
Exactly.
I want to see the wife go back to the guy that he tried to kill then while he's in prison. Like, this would really
that's going to be
make for a
fantastic.
great next step.
Yeah. Netflix, if you're listening, get on this. You need to start working on this right now while we're in the middle.
Don't even make it a documentary. Make it into like a 3-part drama or something.
Oh, yeah.
A limited series.
Reality series.
Yes. And to add to this, I just caught this part. Before this all happened, he had threatened this man by putting a dead Canadian goose on his doorstep with a note in his beak.
A threatening note, yes.
Those are protected, so he fucked up by killing a goose also. So, I mean, they're nasty.
Great, like, that was the issue, is that he got caught with a goose without a permit to kill it. The big thing, that the linchpin of the entire case.
That's the 10 years.
Season and
this man just needs to leave animals alone. Leave the geese and the hogs alone, okay?
Right.
You don't get involved in this.
when I was growing up, one of my best friends, he always used to say, I haven't had this much fun since the hogs ate my brother. I never really knew what that meant. I never really knew what that meant, but I think I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's interesting. These sort of cases are always interesting. And the fact that bourbon gets brought into it is just pretty wild too. So, yeah.
None of us are murderers, but is there a bottle, if they said like, hey, here's 100,000 plus this bottle, would you consider it? Like what?
First off, speak for yourself, McNew.
So
Yeah. Wow.
What I would do is you contact the FBI, you become an informant for them, and then you tell them, yes, but deliver the whiskey first. This bottle you really want. And then before FBI crashes in and breaks this up, you down that bottle.
Switch it out.
There you go.
Yeah, switch it out. Yeah, you pour it out and fill it up with something.
Grab a bottle of Jim Beam that you bought for $10, $15.
Yeah.
This is what he gave me.
Pineapple.
He actually was offering him like a crazy cool bottle, but then when the FBI talked to the pig farmer, he's like, yeah, he offered me this wild turkey 101.
That's why I called him in.
Yeah.
it's insulting.
Yeah. So, it could be one of those that just captures you. So we'll see if Netflix is listening. So, yeah, could be fun stuff. Maybe Bo Cumberland will get on this.
Oh, this would be a great Bo Cumberland documentary.
Yes, yeah. He's proficient these days. So, yeah, we'll see if he can work this in. There you go. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Tonight you can find me resetting my Wi-Fi, but also on Instagram, Facebook, and the Cigar Dojo. Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Katie.
You can find me over on Instagram at KatieProof.
Joe.
I'm on Instagram at the Bourbon underscore aficionado.
Okay. That was close. I didn't know if you were going to get
Yeah,
that.
I forgot what it was.
Right.
My Instagram ad.
What is it again? All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. All of our previous content is out there. Also, come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop. You never know what's going on. We're getting new stuff in all the time. Maybe Katie will be there hanging out. It's always fun when she does. She was just there last night as we record this. Pretty fun stuff. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the Network.
Great job today, gang. Fridays, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.